You could spend your whole life searching.
There you are.
And still, you might not find a man as friendly as Joe DiGangi.
Hello.
Every morning he makes this walk.
Yeah, there's a lot of surface out here.
And every morning he has a friendly greeting for those he meets along the way.
How are you, Mrs. Gold? How are you?
Good.
It's easy to understand why people like Joe.
Give me a hug there, kid.
And it's not hard to imagine that after 90 years, Joe has made a lot of friends.
It's not a good day unless they see Joe.
But you'd probably never guess who Joe met along his travels some 72 years earlier.
Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Bill Dickey, Tony Lazzari, Lefty Gomez, Earl Coombs. I mean, I could name the whole team for you.
Unbelievably, he knew them all. In 1933, a 17-year-old Joe DiGangi earned a tryout with the Yankees at their spring training complex in Florida. And though he didn't make the team, when camp broke, DiGangi was offered the bullpen catcher's job, a post he would hold for 9 seasons.
I was the envy of the neighborhood. And then the idea that I used to bring home 2 baseballs every night, I could have run for the assemblyman in my little poor neighborhood.
When Joe was with the team, the Yankees went to 6 World Series, winning 5 of them. But it was the story of Babe Ruth calling his shot in the 1932 World Series that really caught his interest.
Well, the story is about that. In the movies about the Babe as a Yankee, he promised a kid at a hospital that year that he would hit a home run for this kid in the hospital.
But Joe says that's not the real story. The pitcher that day, Charlie Ruth, and the Babe were drinking buddies. And according to the Bambino, the truth is a little more colorful.
When Charlie Ruth got 2 strikes on him, he said to Charlie Ruth, he pointed to right field. I'm not allowed to say what he said, but he said, "You SOB, I'm going to hit the next one into the ballpark." And that's the real story of how Babe Ruth pointed out. There you are.
DiGangi was there to witness the events of July 1939, and he saw firsthand as Lou Gehrig succumbed to ALS, the disease that would later bear his name.
He was so clumsy that he fell over a rack of baseball bats. And then right away, they figured there's something wrong with Lou Gehrig.
And indeed, there was. On July 4th, Gehrig announced his retirement in front of a packed house at Yankee Stadium.
I was warming up a pitcher in the bullpen while the ceremony was going on. And they had visiting club and home club on the first base and third base side, and he was on the mound. And he said something to the idea, "I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth."
And it was very tearful. He spelt it out as though this is how my life ended. And he was happy that he was a ball player. And we all, everybody had tears in their eyes that day. Believe me.
Joe remembers happier times as well, like 1941, the year he threw extra batting practice to Joe DiMaggio during spring training, hours after most of the team had gone home.
So we used to throw till our arms went dead on us, and he would swing for an hour and a half, using up all 3 bags of balls that we got.
The extra work paid off.
In that same year, during the course of the games, he hit 56 consecutive games for a record that still stands, you see? So I felt like I was part of him because I used to throw to him.
Memories from baseball's golden age. Still fresh, they have become fuel for the friendliest man you may ever meet.
How are you? How are you, Cap? How are you, sweetheart? How are you? You had a good swim. I think that's what's keeping me alive. My wife says, "Don't you come home tired, talking to all these people?" I said, "No, I enjoy it."